If you've been looking at high-ticket sales, you probably landed on something called remote closing. The idea makes sense. You get on calls, you close deals, you work remotely, and you make serious commissions. And the money is real. Top closers make, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 per month. But here is the problem. Nobody hires a beginner to close. I don't care how locked in your mindset is or how many sales psychology videos you've watched. If you have no experience and no track record, every serious offer owner is going to say no to you every single time. Because a bad closer on a sales call doesn't just waste time, they damage relationships with real buyers and they can kill an offer's reputation. The risk is just way too high. But there is a skill right inside of the same ecosystem where you can get hired with zero experience. You learn sales from the inside, and yes, you are literally just texting people on your phone to do it. It's called appointment setting, and this is why you should do it before you even think about closing. Closing has this weird loop that most beginners don't really see coming. You can't get good at closing without doing it, you can't do it without getting hired, and you can't get hired without actually being good at it. It's like this never-ending effect, and most guys who come into the closing space already have corporate closing experience, and that's why they do well off the rip. It's not because they got lucky or they were able to do well right off the bat. That is the trap that you're falling into, and most beginners figure this out after they've already wasted months trying to do closing. I want you to understand that offer owners are not running a charity by any means. They pay closers to close, and a closer who doesn't convert means a call that is wasted, means damaged buyer relationships, and that is money left on the table. That is why they will hire people with track records who have proven close rates and references and worked on other offers, things that you as a beginner do not have. It does not matter how capable you are underneath. If you cannot prove it on paper, you are not going to get onto that offer. You are not going to get in the room. The ones who do get closing roles with no experience almost always land on terrible offers with no support. No training, no manager, and no feedback. They get thrown on calls unprepared, they perform badly, and then they walk away thinking they're not cut out for sales because they weren't able to do well. Most of the time that's not true. They just try to skip a step that exists for a reason. Appointment setting is the step before closing. It is the first touch point between a lead and a business. Think about it like this. A coach or an offer owner or someone selling this online program has people messaging them every day, all day, interested in what they do. They don't have time to message all of these people back. They don't, they're busy. So what an appointment setter does is they manage the inbox, they qualify leads, and they book them in for a sales call with the closer who actually is experienced, who actually is qualified. That is the job. So you pretty much get paid a commission every time a booking you made converts into a sale, plus usually a base pay or a bonus on good offers from like $300 to $1,000 per month. It is pretty similar to closing in a way that it is commission-based, it is remote, and it is in the exact high-ticket ecosystem as closing. It is just the step before. The difference is offer owners will actually hire you with zero experience because the risk to them is lower because you're not the one closing, you're just getting people onto a call. Plus, if you're a beginner, you're probably hungrier anyway, so it's a win-win. And yes, it is literally done through the DMs and text on Instagram. You're on your phone having conversations, booking people in for sales calls. That is the job, and it pays pretty good money. Here's the honest side-by-side comparison for a beginner closer versus a beginner setter. With closing, the income ceiling is high, but you need a track record to get hired. If you don't have a track record, it means you're not getting an offer. If you don't have an offer, it means you get no reps or training. If you have no reps or training, you have no track record. You go in continuous circles as a beginner. With setting, you have a lower ceiling at first, but you get hired pretty easily. You can build reps, you can get pretty good, and you can learn the sales process from the inside, and within months, you have something to actually show for it. The math on setting is actually better than a lot of people think. Top setters will make like $7,000 to $12,000 per month, and solid ones will make like $3,000 to $6,000 per month. Your choice as a beginner is not setting versus closing, it's setting versus not getting hired to close. A setter making $5,000 a month is doing significantly better than a closer who is a beginner making zero because no one will hire them. If you want to think about it like this, appointment setting is basically a paid internship into the high-ticket sales space. You're handling objections, you're building a rapport, you're qualifying buyers, you're creating urgency. Every single skill that makes a closer elite, you are developing it here. Medium is different, the skill set has similarities. Now let me show you what the path actually looks like. Josh was 17 years old, working full-time in construction. He had no sales experience and he did not go to university. He took a massive risk. His biggest fear coming in was how long it would take to see results. He started as an appointment setter, and his first 60 days he made just under $8,000 and he quit his construction job. The thing is, he did not stay a setter forever. He used it as a launchpad into the next thing. Josh is now a high-ticket closer, and last month he made over $27,000, and he was living between Marbella and Dubai. And he also got his own brother into setting because he saw how valuable it was. He did not get that closing role by applying for closing jobs with no experience. He got it by being a great setter first. That was the path in. Just in case you're wondering, by the way, Josh is not an exception. This is a continuous pattern. Every one of them treated setting as the first step, not the final one. I don't think you should ever treat it as the final one. Some people hear appointment setting and they think it's this consolation prize when you can't get a closing role, but it is not. It is how you get into the ecosystem, how you build your network, how you develop your sales skills and make yourself hireable for the bigger roles. The people making the most money in remote sales did not start at the top. People transitioning out of setting is real, and it actually happens pretty fast. What tends to happen is when you become a proven setter, offer owners want to push you towards closing, especially if you're already on the offer, because you know the offer, you already know the objections, and all you have to kind of do now is learn a sales process so you can close the deals. Or sales management, where you're pretty much running teams, training and managing setters, holding them accountable, and this is obviously higher leverage because you can get a better return on your time. There's also a lot of setters who go into growth operation, which is pretty much running the full back end of an offer, and you're working directly with the creator. You're getting rev share on everything you make. It is one of the fastest growing roles in the space, and pretty much everybody is trying to do this right now. But here's the other side of it as well. Once in a while, you'll see some people get into setting, realize that it's actually a lot more hands-off than closing, and then they just decide not to transition. This is obviously not everybody, because a lot of people do want to transition. Naturally, humans want to grow. But if you're a setter making $10,000 per month, you don't really take any high pressure calls, and you don't really have pressure to close on the spot, all you're really doing is booking conversations, it's pretty easy to get comfortable and get complacent. And that does happen to some people that don't really seek the growth. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. It is just texting, it is lower status than closing, and the money isn't as good. But let me address all of that. It is just texting, it is not a real skill. Yes, it is done through the DMs, and yes, it is real sales. You are handling objections, you're qualifying buyers, you're building rapport, and you're creating urgency. The same fundamentals, by the way, that every great closer built their career on. The medium is text, the skill set is sales psychology. Do not confuse the two. Yeah, but setting pays less than closing. In the long run, maybe, but that comparison only makes sense if you're actually able to get on a closing role in the first place, which most beginners can't. So the real comparison should realistically be $3,000 to $6,000 a month as an appointment setter if you're pretty good on a good offer, or zero with closing because you're stuck in this whole hiring loop thing that you're in. And also, almost every good setter ends up closing. Setting is what leads to closing. The money goes up, the path runs through it as well. Look, if your goal is high ticket closing, I'm not going to tell you not to do it. I'm telling you that the fastest path to it runs through setting, not around it. Every closer I know who is actually making really good money started as a setter. It is not the alternative to what you actually want. It is literally just the entry point. If you want to learn the whole process, how setting works, how to land your first role, how to actually make real money with this, I put together a full free training that covers everything from scratch. The link is in the description. Go and watch it. Peace.